guys, thanks for finding my channel and watching this video. This is me recapping on 2018 beauty products that I have really enjoyed and have repurchased many times through the year of 2018. Some of the products I may have even found before that, but it's just to inform you that these are my really ride or die products of 2018. I've tried to condense it, but there's a lot of products here that I like and I want to mention to you. So I've got sort of three categories. This is under the title of beauty. So we've got skincare, hair care and makeup. So yeah, let's just get into the video. So I'm going to start with hair care, I thought, and I would go through the products in order of use. All right. So first up is from Stafford and it's the hair growth scalp serum. I really do believe this works. This is, I don't know, probably my fourth or fifth bottle. I discovered it last year because I was trying to grow my hair for a wedding in June. So I started using it a good couple of months before that. Continued to use it, then eased off a little bit through the summer and found it again in the autumn to, again, try and grow my hair a little bit quicker. And it's basically Stafford Hair Growth Scalp Serum. And it's a protein-based serum. Obviously, you can see I'm sort of well through this bottle nearly and ready to repurchase another one within probably about 6 weeks. Basically on washed hair, I take my little towel off that's drying my hair and I just literally pipette a few drops all over my head. I'll probably have a couple of sucks up of the pipette, so I just pop all that in and then with my fingers I just rub it into my scalp like that. Yeah, and then just go about my next stage. You can put it on like the night before if you were going to wash your hair in the morning. I've done that before and left it on overnight and that's really good, but obviously you've got to wash your hair the next day, so you've got to know you're going to do that. Once I've put that on, then I go in with a leave-in conditioning spray. Now this, I don't think I'm going to be able to repurchase. I did repurchase, I think this is just my second bottle because it actually does last quite a long time. It's a Superdrug own leave-in conditioner spray and I really like it. It smells gorgeous. It's avocado and Manuka honey. I can't say I can smell any of those two scents overly. It's just a really pleasant smell. And I just spray that all over my hair and wrap it in the, you know, towel drying hair thing like you do. So like I say, I don't think I'm actually going to be able to buy this product because I did have a look actually within the last week or two in Superdrug and I couldn't find it. So I'll probably have to move on to another one, but I wanted to mention it in case it's available online still or in your Superdrug, or basically just a leave-in conditioning spray. It's really good to spray that on your hair before you go in with your styling products. So saying that, my styling products, the next thing I would pop on my hair is from Freida and it's the Frizzies. This is the extra strength 6 effects serum. So it's going to help protect, it's going to, what is it going to do? It's going to smooth, it's going to hydrate, it's going to eliminate the frizz, lots of things it's going to do. And basically I just pop a small pea size amount on my palms, rub it together and just tend to rub it from sort of mid-length down the ends. Again, then I leave my hair. Then what would I do? I would go in, of course, with my Mark Hill Sleek and Straight spray. I've been through so many cans of this. I've mentioned it in many a favourite. Still love it. And the reason why I love it, in case you've never seen any of my other videos and you're wondering why is it so cool. A, packaging. I love it. B, the smell is quite potent when you first spray it, but it's not a, it's a nice scent, but it is quite, whew. You know, I tend to make sure I've got a door open or sometimes I can go out on my landing and spray it before walking back in the bedroom if somebody else is in the room with me or my cat is in the room with me. But it's nice because it's like a dry spray. It doesn't wet your hair again like some heat sprays do, because I don't want to then blow dry my hair if I haven't washed it. If it's like a day that I haven't washed my hair, I would just go in with the heat spray and I can go on and style it without having to blow dry it again because it's like a dry spray. So I really like that. And then to finish off, I use Stafford, the Coco Loco Coconut Balm. This smells really nice, obviously. You can see I've hit pan, shall we say, but that's fine because that still would last me a few months. This is, you know, this is my only tin of this that I've bought in 2018, but I will definitely be repurchasing it, but it probably won't be for 2 or 3 months yet. But it's really nice because it's just that little sort of waxy serum that you put on your fingers and you just blend it through to give that sort of texture to any little waves or smooth out any little dry ends. And it's a really nice way of finishing up your hair before you go in and put your hairspray or whatever on. One product I did just want to mention because I need to buy another one, and I've been through quite a few of these. Again, this is the Stafford Coco Loco range, and it's a light serum spray. And I tend to use this on day 2 when my hair is dry in the mornings, unwashed, and I just splits a bit of this on the sort of the back of my head, just to sort of smooth down that sort of bed head. You know, it gets a bit dry, doesn't it, on the pillow, it gets a bit rough maybe. It's probably not the best for your hair in the form of its sort of texture. You're sort of probably breaking up a bit of the hair. So I spray a bit of that on. It just sort of smooths and sleeks everything down and makes it sort of less frizzy when you then go in to style it. So that's the end of hair. They are my ride or dies. There's a few other things that get picked at occasionally, but they are my repurchases all the time. So now it's skincare. I've got a little collection here. I'm not going to go in any particular order of use. I'm just going to grab and talk to you about it. Again, Pixi Glow Tonic. Again, if you've watched my videos, know that I love this. It's a glycolic acid exfoliating toner. After you've washed your face, so on a clean face, pop a little bit of this on a cotton pad, swish it all over your face. I've been using this for easy 2 years, and I am sure it has helped with any discoloration that I had on my cheeks due to sun damage or hormonal issues. So yeah, I think it has definitely brightened my skin, so continue to use that daily. Really love that. Let's do serum next. That's kind of in some sort of order then. My 2 favourites for 2018. This one is a repurchase, probably repurchased about 3 now, and it's the Avene Hydrance Intense Serum. This I found more so as the weather started getting warmer last year, and I just wanted that oomph of moisture back into my face. So I found this and started using it, bought another one, and I've recently probably picked this one up in December, but it's a ride or die for 2018. Absolutely love it. And I reach for it, no real rhyme or reason, but why I switch up my serums. It's just a feeling on that morning of doing my skincare. But sometimes I think if my skin is getting a little bit aggravated by something I've used on it, and I just want to layer up products that are light and going to do good things for your face without putting too much product in there, this one's a really gentle serum, and I really, really like that one. And we'll definitely buy another one and continue to use. This one from Neutrogena. I can never say Neutrogena. I don't know why. It's the Hydro Boost, and it's the capsule in serum. And I don't know if you can see, I probably mentioned it in a video towards the latter part of last year. I've probably been using it a good 2 or 3 months. I can't really recall. I'm down here now, but it's got those little white sort of capsules in there, and it's really, really nice. It's really hydrating. It goes onto your skin in more of a glowy, serumy sort of way, more so than the Avene one. This sort of just goes on and sinks straight into your skin. This one leaves a lovely sort of dewy glowiness to your skin. So I really, really like that. And because I'm almost down here, I know I'm going to finish it soon, and I know I'm going to repurchase this. This is a really nice one. Next up, I've been loving, towards again the latter part of 2018, this retinol night cream from the Facialist. I've had to dip into it and be really careful. You can see I haven't used a huge amount. There's still a hefty amount in that pot. But the thing is with retinol, you've got to be careful if your skin is a tiny bit sensitive. I never really thought mine was. It's normal to combination skin. But since using this, like I say, towards the last couple of months of 2018, yeah, I've just got to dip into it and dip back out. Which is why the Avene actually comes in really nicely, because if this is aggravated a little bit the following night, I want to just go in with nice soothing products, and this is where this steps in. Really like this though, because I can so notice the effects. And what I sometimes do, because it tends to be the lower half of my face that will react, and I'll just get like little blemishes that won't come to anything, they'll go away again, but it's always like the lower half, so I can still go around sort of my cheekbones from here up and my forehead with the retinol. I just don't put it on the bottom half of my face. So it's kind of working. I'm sure as my skin desensitizes a little bit to it, I can start using it a bit more often. Right, gotta mention the skin food, haven't I, from Weleda. I found this through a Instagrammer, which you may know, Katie Jane Hughes. Started following her probably last year, could have been the year before, I really can't remember, on Instagram. And she raved about this product. It's amazing, amazing for that glow. If you've got dry skin, you would love this product. I haven't got dry skin on my face, so I do sometimes find it a little bit heavy if I put it all over my face. Although back in the summer I did do that once or twice and it was fine. But what I do tend to do, that's the cream, it's sort of a pale yellowy colour, and it just blends out to, you know, a nothing. It absorbs immediately, but it keeps the area dewy and glowy. So what I do tend to do is just pop a little blob about that size and just go in on my cheekbones and around my eyebrows, just on the edges here where you want that natural sort of glow and highlight, and a little bit down my nose and on my lips sometimes. It's absolutely fine. So it's nice for sort of adding moisture if you don't really need it, so just put it to the areas that you want glow. But if you've got dry skin, like I say, absolutely beautiful. You know, you can use it on all parts of your body. It's just not a face cream. You can put it on your hands and your feet, your cuticles, everything that's just a bit dried up. So I like that one. I want to mention a couple of cleansing oils. I'm going to mention them here because I love them and they were my go-to nighttime regime double cleanse for the whole of last year. I've got two because they kind of did different things to different seasons that I was in, i.e. the simple hydrating cleansing oil is perfect for the summer months for me, whereas the Super Facialist, the what's this one, it's the vitamin C plus brightening. I'm really sorry guys, I'm finding it really hard to read small writing because I've got new glasses, but they're long distance glasses because I'm short-sighted. So when I have to hold a product up and actually read what it says down here, I really have to like struggle, and I don't want to come across like a right idiot on here. But it's the vitamin C plus brightening cleansing oil. This is more of a winter based. I started using this in the summer and just felt this one was a little bit lighter and nicer to my skin, and this is beautiful when the weather, you know, gets a bit colder. Absolutely love these oils. I want to talk to you probably in another video about a new product that I've actually found, but I can't mention it here in this respect because I didn't find it in 2018. I came across it literally in January and I can't wait to talk about it in my next video. But if you want a little sneak peek, down below I'll list my blog post because I've done a little blog post on it. So I will always reach for these at varying times, but the little nighttime, I tend to use it, I say nighttime because I use it at nighttime, there's a little cleansing balm I found, and I really love that at the moment. So these are a tiny bit redundant, but if I ever fall out of love with that, I would definitely go back to these. But these are definitely a fave for last year. And I must mention from L'Oreal, their Pure Clay. They've got 5, 6, 7 masks now. They're all in different colours. They've got so many, they're bringing in new ones all the time. There's a yellow one I haven't tried. I've got the orange one, which is an exfoliating one. That's really nice. But I've got to shout out to the Blemish Rescue Mask, solely because it's like a little magic pot of something. You can see I'm almost out. I've got a few little applications there because I don't always slap it all over my face. Like I say, when I get these little sort of red bumpy blemishes things from the retinol, I step back from the retinol and I will just put this little sort of mask on, just, you know, around where the problem is. Sometimes I've just been known to sort of stick a bit on an actual spot that's been a bit stubborn. So I use it for that purpose. I don't necessarily go over my whole face if it's not necessary. And I really, really, really love it. It kind of calms everything down. All the redness gets taken away and it kind of just dries up the area that's a bit inflammatory. One thing I did want to mention here, I'm going to mention it here in skincare, and it's a little bit random, but when going through my stash of stuff that I was sort of going to on a regular basis through last year, I had to mention this. Now, this is a Canesten cream, but it's got hydrocortisone in it. Now, you may think I put this somewhere, but I don't. This is, if you suffer, and I've mentioned before that I suffer from cracks in the side of my mouth, those little cracks are fine, and they can tend to be dealt with by your various lip balms and products that you've found actually help that. But then sometimes they just go on to something else which starts inflaming the skin around the corners of your mouth still. And it's called Angular Cheilitis, something like that. I'll put it here so you can see what it's called. And if you do suffer from that, it's actually a bit of a fungal infection, because I googled it. And the only thing that's going to help it go away is Canesten Hydrocortisone, just a little dollop in the corners of your mouth, because the skin kind of keeps trying to grow back, but that area is staying moist so it won't dry. So then you get these like little horrible little flaps of skin. It's pretty gross, and I have had it first in 2017, and I don't know how I kind of got through it really, because I didn't find this cream till more recent times. But I definitely had a bout again at the beginning of last year and towards the end of this year. So although I get the cracks through the summer and dry lips still pretty much through the summer, although it's not as bad, this has only sort of flared up into this sort of more sore condition definitely in the winter. So I keep this now, and as soon as anything starts to flare up, at the moment it's all fine, then I just whap a little bit of this on 2 or 3 days, and it tends to sort of just calm it all down a bit. So in case anybody else suffers from that and you haven't been to your pharmacy or googled it to see what's out there, have a little try of that. Obviously all these products will be down in the description bar. As I haven't come too dark, the sun was shining, it's now sort of raining and dark and miserable outside, so I hope you can still see me. I wanted to mention this one first because it's kind of the first step from skincare to makeup, and it's by L'Oreal. The name is actually rubbed off. It's Age Perfect, and it's the crème de teint. Bought it last year, started to use it, loved it, went off of it a little bit, and I've fallen in love with it. It's a really nice, like, it's not a tinted moisturizer by any means, or a CC cream or anything like that. You can see it's got a bit of colour there, and basically I mix it with my moisturizer, and it just gives a really nice glow. Can you see that? Lovely little sheen to your whole face, and I absolutely love it. The colour just sort of dissipates really, and it doesn't do anything. It doesn't give any coverage to your skin at all. So if you've got amazing skin, you could use that on its own and you just have a really brilliant, gorgeous glow all over your face. So I really like that. And they're calling it sort of like a hybrid between makeup and skincare, because it's got some benefits. I don't know if it'll actually say what's in it. It just nourishes and protects and unifies the skin with a luxurious texture. So I've sort of fell in love with it, fell out, fell back in love with it. So I really like that, and I think I would actually repurchase that, because I think going through into next summer, this summer, it's going to be a really nice product. Sorry guys, I missed out on a little eye cream that I've just found in with my makeup stash. This is a product that I'm going to have to hunt high and low for, I know. It's the Skin Laundry Renewing Eye Cream. I picked it up in TK Maxx November time-ish, I can't really remember now, but definitely towards the end of last year. And you know when you just find a product that you use on your face for the first time and you're just blown away, you just think, wow, that's the best eye cream I have ever used. And like I said, I picked it up in TK Maxx. You can buy it online. It's a lot more expensive than TK Maxx. I've still got quite a bit left in there because you only use a tiny bit, don't you? But I just wanted to give a shout out because I will hunt this product down to carry on using it. Right. Definitely now into makeup, and first up I've got to mention the Maybelline Dream Cushion Foundation. I am in the shade 21, which is nude. This one again is going to prove a bit of a bugger to try and find for next year. This is my third pot, and I have found one in Wilko's. I found this one in Wilko's, and I've just bought another one because they're not in Boots, they're not in Superdrug, they're only online. Probably on Amazon, I suppose, but I found this in Wilkinson's, and they've only got like about 3 shades, and they're usually quite dark. So the minute I saw this one in there on the weekend, I picked it back up again. I love it. It's a cushion foundation. Ooh, so you have your little sponge applicator here that I don't tend to use, and there's your spongy bit inside, so you can see it looks actually quite dark. It's not, it's nude, it comes out quite fair. You can see I'm fair, and it's perfect for my tone, and it will probably actually work quite nicely through the summer complexion and the winter, because I don't know, it's just that sort of, it doesn't go on too heavy, so it doesn't mask everything. I don't like foundations that are too heavy, so this just sort of sheer sort of blends over. You can build it up so you can get a bit more coverage on your cheeks or wherever you want it, but it's just a really nice, easy to use. Packaging is perfect, so if you're going on holiday, not a problem. You don't have to worry about your big heavy jars of liquid foundation. So I just really like it, and it's such a shame it's not quite so accessible, but I love that. And like I say, got a backup to take me into next year. Next, I wanted to give a bit of a shout out to a bronzer from Max Factor. I love Benefit Hoola, and will repurchase that when mine has hit pan. It's almost hit pan, but it's got a long way to go before it's gone. But this one from Max Factor, it's not quite so intense. It's that same sort of matte mid-brown shade. It's probably a bit more, looks a lot darker there than Hoola. Hoola would actually look a little bit more orangey probably compared to that. But it's nice because Hoola, if you put it on and you're not too careful, it's quite heavy. You've got a gentle hand is needed. Whereas this, I can kind of go in with my brush and slap it on, and it's still okay. It's still good enough. It's still, I can build on it easier. It doesn't give too much product on the swishy brush. You've got to go in a few times so you have more control. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. So I really like it, and I don't know if it's in a particular shade or not. It just says cream bronzer. It's not really a cream bronzer at all. It's just powder bronzer, and it's in the shade Light Gold 05. Now, I think it's hailing outside now. Anyway, I just really like that, because although it's going to last me forever, I bought this 10 months ago easily, I would repurchase it. Really like that. And I wanted to give a little shout out to these little palettes from Rimmel, that Kate Moss, the collab with Kate Moss. I've got this one. I'll talk about this one first. This is the highlighting palette. So you've got a really nice light wash of pink, the gold highlighter, and a bronzer. They've all got shimmer running through them, okay? So there's no mattes here, but I absolutely love this pink shade as a cheek topper. It's really nice because I can swish it back up into my highlight, and it just adds that really lovely little fresh of pop on your cheeks. I like the Coral Glow. That one has more matte products. It's got a coral blush, it's got a really nice highlighter, and it's got a matte bronzer, and that's a really nice matte bronzer as well. So I just wanted to shout out, there is another one, but it's a lot darker blushy tones, so I don't tend to go for that one. But really like this one, particularly that pink. If you like pinky blushes and then that little bit of cheek topper on the top, give it a go. This is an eyeshadow palette I found last year, and dip into it, if not most days, at least 3 times a week, I would say. I've got, you know, we've got lots of products, haven't we? So, you know, I like to mix up things on a different day, but you can get so many different looks with this palette. You've got all your neutral shades, you can go in. I don't tend to use these fully all over my eyelid, but I use them with a brush to do that sort of eyeliner on my lashes, to make my lashes look a bit thicker. There's lovely bronzes, there's shimmers, there's browns. It's just so universal for everybody, and I absolutely love it. And it's the Magnify Nude edition from Rimmel. Really like that one. Right, I've got to mention Ride or Die mascaras, okay? Maybelline Lash Sensational. Absolutely love this product. And then last year I dipped into this one from L'Oreal, which is the Unlimited mascara, which is the one with the wonky lid, wand, shall we say. Again, I did a blog post about this one. The wand is really nice. It's got a really nice shaped cone head to it, and it's flexible, and the actual wand is supposed to be flexible for you to get to your eyeball easier. I don't tend to use it, I just keep it straight. That's what I'm used to, I can deal with that. Again, I dip in and out of this one. I like it one day, I don't like it the next. I've had it for quite a few months, and it is still quite a wet product. It hasn't dried down. And the only tipping point that makes me think, with this one, would I repurchase it? I don't know. Is you go in with a couple of layers and you think, oh yeah, that's really nice. Then you go in with your other eye and do a couple of layers. Then you just do that one extra, and it's clumpy and they're all stuck together. So then you've got to go back into this one and try and make this one match that one. And then you just got to keep working it. And I tend to go in with an old mascara brush that's really dried out, and I just keep it so that I can separate the lashes and really sort of work when I have a product that puts too much on my lashes. And this one just does that to me so often, and then you just got to play around with it for ages before you get it right. And we ain't got time for that. So I like it, but you know, this one, fail safe, use it, job done, out the door, absolutely love it. Right, a couple more ladies and gents maybe, not a lot left here. So I've got an eyebrow pencil that I must mention because I'm keeping this one, as you can see. I've only got a little bit left of this one, but I'm keeping it for my travel days. So it's going in my little makeup kit for travel. This is the one I'm using at the moment, and it's basically from L'Oreal, and it's the Brow Artist Shaper. And this is in the shade Blonde. So you've got your normal pencil tip there. You do have a little, a little brush spoolie there. I don't use it. I got a nicer spoolie I would use. And you've got like a wax end. Again, I don't really use that much. Occasionally I do, but I usually use the pencil, get the shape, and then I go in with a clear brow gel. Absolutely love it. It's so easy to use, and the colour shade. When you get your colour shade for your brows, you don't tend to stray too far from that, I don't think. So really, really like that brow product. I'm going to mention a little nail varnish here because I really love this, and this is easy my second or third bottle for last year, and I didn't find it, I don't know if it was a new shade or anything last year, but it's from Rimmel, and it's the Super Gel. Again, it's in a collab with Kate Moss, and it's 012 Soul Session. You can see the shade. It's just a really nude, kind of browny, just that cool tone nude, and it's really nice. So it puts a bit of something more than a clear varnish on your nails, but it almost just blends in depending on your skin tone, of course. But I just really like it. It's really easy, and if they start getting a little bit chipped or just, you know, it's not an immediate need to rush out and do anything about it because it's so similar to some skin tones, and I really, really love that one. Okay, so I've got some lip products here, and these are all from NYX, and one's on the floor, so I've got them. Right, so I've got 5. Again, I'm going to struggle to read all these names. I kind of know all the names, but can I remember what colour goes with the name? Okay, so there's a pinky one here. This is, by the way, I didn't actually tell you, it's the NYX Soft Matte Cream Lip. And why I love them so much, they've got a little doe foot applicator there, absolutely perfect. It goes on like a liquid lip. That's this one. It's quite pinky, and it's Istanbul. All right. I reach for it occasionally. It's probably the first one I bought, actually. I don't tend to do too many pinks at the moment, but it might come around again in the summer. But it dries down to a nice powder texture. It's just not too in your face, you know what I mean? It feels lovely and light on your lips, but it just wears off nicely, and that's what I actually really, really like. Now this one is Athens. This was, again, probably about the second one I bought, I think. And this one is more of the orangey shade there. You can see that lovely peachy orange. Really love this one, and do reach for it quite often because I do tend to do quite a lot of sort of the browny bronzy looks, and then that really ties in nicely. Next is a darker one, and this one is Abu Dhabi. Now this one's quite a new purchase, but I just wanted to try a slightly more browny tone, getting away from the peach, because you can't wear peach necessarily with every look. And you can see that one there is the darker tone at this end. Absolutely love that one. That's just works really nice with the sort of bronzy golds as well. And I got another one in a similar, oops, shade, nearly dropped this one. This one's Stockholm, and I'm going to put that one next to it. That one is brighter. You can see it here. It's a darker shade. It's still within the neutral tone, but it's just giving you a little bit more oomph to your lips in a sort of a peachy. It's a mix of the sort of almost the first one and the second one in that darker peachy terracotta-y, but still within the brown remit. So that one's really nice. And then this one is completely different. Now this one is Amsterdam, and I've got a couple of red lipsticks that I really like, but I just thought, look, if I love this formula so much, why don't I just try and get a red shade in there? And that's the red there. I've gone this end this time, obviously, as you can see. So that's all the colours there from the ones I've got, and they're kind of my go-tos. I think I wouldn't really need to branch too far from any of those. So absolutely love them. But they just go, you can apply them easily with the applicator, and they just go on your lips really nicely and just fade down so well and so comfortable. So absolutely love those little lip creams from NYX. And the last thing I'm going to mention is a fixing spray, and then it's from Barry M, and it's the Flawless Mist and Fix. And I've got the matte finish and I've got the dewy finish. At the moment I'm more dewy. I will probably reach more for matte when the weather gets a little bit warmer and we all start sweating. But I've just bought a new one. In fact, this is the new one of the dewy finish. Absolutely love those. It holds your makeup. The spray is nice, it's not too splotchy. I've bought other ones that actually do squirt and sort of catch you out, and this one's just a nice mist, nice scent, nothing too aggressive at all. It's a nice little travel size bottle as well. I don't use much of it, so it does actually last quite a long time. It's only £4.99, so it's reasonably priced, and I just like it. It does hold my makeup in place. I have no problems with that. I like it, it's a good all-round. So there you go, guys. I hope you liked that little roundup of what I've been loving through the year of 2018. Some of these products I know are going to stand the test of time for next year. This year even, 2019. But I'm looking forward to finding new products and introducing to my regime. So thank you so much for watching. Everything will be down in the description bar below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you leave, and then you'll be around for future videos, and click on that little notification bell as well, and then you get informed when I've uploaded a video. So give it a little thumbs up if you like it. If you like any of these products as much as I do, leave me a little comment down below. I'd love to hear how you're getting on with them and hopefully enjoying them as much as I am. And I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching again. Bye.